Howdy YouTube, it's that time again. Hero Forge keeps updating, so I apologize for looking like a crackhead. With that out of the way, I've finally found my way out of the Crystal Labyrinth, and I'm spending for advantage to charge you with ignorance.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
It's time for a crash course in Foundry mods, and this one's not limited to WFRP. You can use these in most game systems out there on Foundry. Now, let's use the jaws of life and get in there. But before we do, here at the Oscillation Station, we try to show that we care about the fans. They work a hard job sucking all the oxygen out of the room and killing Koreans in their sleep. As such, we do sort of a make-a-wish thing here, and every 1000th comment might have their wish fulfilled. Today's comment comes from Nikki, who is writing from the planet Chulak. They write,
"Love the channel, struggle with the swearing, find it difficult. Not just your channel, but all bad swearing when broadcasting. Every RPG playthrough and tutorial seems to think it's okay. Like your insight into a thing I love. Regards, Nikki."
Thanks so much for the letter, Nikki. I think that's doable. Alright, this is now a good Christian channel with no swearing and love and goodwill towards all of mankind. My last video was pretty swear heavy and not Christ-like at all, and possibly even demonic in nature. Do not watch it, Nikki. You will go to hell. Okay, with that wish granted, let us follow the words of Isaiah 43:19 and start talking about the Foundry mods. First up, and in no particular order, is pings. Pings is pretty straightforward. It lets anyone ping locations on the map for others to see. As per Luke 15:10, no longer will there be confusion amongst your group about which god your thief is talking about. It is a bit simplistic, and there may be better options than pings, but it is a simple mod and a simple solution. It just works out of the box, but it just doesn't scale well on bigger maps. Embodying Ephesians 5:8 is our next mod, Drag Ruler. This mod creates a handy ruler when you try to move your characters by dragging them, showing you by color the distance they can move as a half action or their full movement. You can queue up movements with it too by pressing spacebar, and it even works on gridless maps. For WFRP, it auto-calculates movement speed changes due to mounts, diseases, injuries, etc. And I think D&D has robust settings for it too. Reflecting on Joel 3:9 for our next mod, we have Combat Ready, which helps keep your players ready and engaged by playing a sound notification during combat on the turn before the players, as well as on their turn itself. Look at this, you already know you need it. Our next mod is a must-have for anyone with a soft-spoken and shy or even excitable and interruptive player. Let us meditate on Matthew 21:12 as we check out Raise My Hand, which adds a button which, when clicked, makes a little UI hand appear next to the player's name and plays a little angelic chime to the DM, letting them know that the players want to say something and that an angel has just gotten its wings. Now, I'm not promising your ADHD players will stop interrupting your carefully prepared narrations with this, nor that your introverted players will feel brave enough to even click the button. Only severe beatings can make either of those lofty goals a reality. But I am saying it will help. Acts 2:4 is the theme of our next mod, Polyglot. This is a really cool mod, and lets players in the GM actually speak different made-up languages to each other. As you can see, for two characters here, when they speak a language, it will display the translation for everyone who speaks it, but those who don't will not see it, the translation. Meaning when Amina speaks Bretonian, all Edelman hears is oh, and the baguette, and the baguette. And, finally, the trees can actually be speaking Eltharine now. There's a very robust language selection of fonts for different languages, across a few different game systems, and if you don't like a language's font, you can change it or add custom languages. You can even make a language that everyone can understand, like when God speaks directly to the people across all languages. Speaking of, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor for this video, God. God! He's God-tastic. Finally, though Matthew 24:36 may say that no man may know the day or hour of his return, thanks to simple calendar we can know even the month and the year. With a click of the button, you'll have access to the time down to the second, as well as the ability to mark it down and check notes for future events. Perfect for keeping a group on track or any session with time-sensitive events. You may notice it even tracks phases of the moon, but more on that in a second. Highly customizable, this mod is a dream come true for any DM. It even has built-in support for most of the most popular game systems out there, though half are just various forms of D&D. In addition to being able to fully customize the time scale, you can even add moons, and as such, I made a somewhat random schedule for more sleep to simulate its random cycle by manually adding a ton of random phases and disjointed syncing to the normal calendar. So yeah, Foundry has a lot of good Christian mods. And soon, it's about to have another game line added to it. That's right, 40K is coming to Foundry, and you can bet your bippy I'm gonna be checking that out and sharing my opinions on it. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and God bless.